not make me nervous at all. But yeah, this is a very important speech. I think it is a very important speech, and I've listened to it very carefully in the two conferences I've been to. So now when I got the honor to hold it, do you hear me in the back now? Good. So now when I have the honor to hold it, I've thought this through a lot, and I hope you will appreciate what came out of it. So, a speech in the honor of man. What does it mean that this tradition in one of the most equal of countries? Is it because we celebrate the differences, or do we just joke about it to make it not so serious? But as my biology teacher once said, it is important that we cherish male characteristics while they last, since in 8,000 years, the Y chromosome will have disintegrated. But usually what a speech like this does is to identify like the ideal man, and of course, ideal. But in order to, match this really properly, we have to put up the desired profile. So, actually, the profile that I have for the ideal man is not the usual guy that you take up in these speeches. Because the idea I have of the modern man is not the man that can't see past his toolbox, and it's not the man that necessarily, that his only defining characteristic is that he looks, like Anton. Or like Maurits. Even though they are very good looking, but they have other characteristics that make them, better than just their shadow. I'm of course almost only going to talk about Swedish men, because those are the men that I know best. So this speech will be then about the characteristics that I realized that I value in men. For example, being able to dance with a humor and self-awareness of Samir from our LCD resident in his bathroom. We had a superhero party yesterday, and he was, I'm sorry, I repeat your secret identity. He was shower man. And another very, very good characteristic that I value in men is the ability to be good with children and to make them smile, like my brother does. But as my Elsie knows, something that I also appreciate is the fact that men can cook. Because, as you know, my boyfriend is the one who's cooking in our relationship. He usually calls me before he does the shopping to ask what I would like to eat tonight. And then he goes and buys it for me. When I come home, the meal is of course warm on the table, prepared for me. And this is actually true. Don't laugh too much. Well, he together for so long, so. And he's not here, so it's okay. My boyfriend is also better at cleaning than I am. He owns the vacuum cleaner.
Selectrolux?
I think Selectrolux, yeah. But I can tell you that he was very, very grateful to me, because my hammer and my screwdrivers, they came so much in use when we assembled our IKEA furniture. So something that's been brought up by a woman is that talents and gifts for different subjects are not distributed equally among the sexes, such as languages and math or interpersonal skills. But looking at language, for example, that's typically something that you think women are better at. Maybe because they talk a lot. I don't know. Do we? But I have like 2 examples of contraire. For example, Linus from SUKDH. I don't know if he's in the room right now, it's not in his place. He's actually the only one that I know that speaks really good Chinese. That's not from China. And he's a man. The other example that I have, is the dear men from our MC. What is it actually that they do all day? Talk, talk, talk. So maybe you'll say that this is something, typically for our organization, and that's only because we have to build interpersonal skills, and we're interested in people, and we're interested in languages and different cultures. But maybe not. I mean, we came from the outside world into this organization, and we're going out into the real world afterwards, and we're supposed to make an impact. And maybe this is one of the impacts that we do. I don't know. But did you know, for example, since we're a leadership organization, I have to also bring this up, I think, in the speech, that women weren't considered to have the potential to be good leaders since they didn't participate in team sports before. But then I thought, if you look at today, the number of people that participate in sports activities, that's very low. And that is also true for men. Well, except if you're named Mother. So how can our men of today, except Mother, be good leaders? Team sports activities. So that's maybe what we in ISIC do. Give you the opportunity to work in teams outside of sports. So, like looking at the profile and some of the difficulties brought up, the profile actually seems clear. The ideal modern man is cooking, he's dancing, and he's cleaning. He's also, of course, forever in our hearts. But to all you other men out there, men that toss their socks on the TV, we love you. And to all men that don't do the dishes on the same day they ate, we love you. And to the men who dance best in private and horizontally, we love you. And to the men that can't look cool in sunglasses in the side, we love you anyway. In conclusion, we love all of you, even if most of you wouldn't get past the third date. Thank you.